Hey guys, we're back with the MVP candidates of 2021 video. Like and subscribe if you agree with the takes. Be sure to turn on that noti bell so you don't miss our top 100 prospects review or our Cy Young predictions. I got Shohei as my AL MVP pick, and here's why. Shohei Ohtani is a freak of a human being. He's just an absolute stud. He's pitching to an under 3 ERA and leads the league in homers. That's just nuts. Either one of those is something almost no human on planet Earth can do. And he's doing both of them at the same time. He's the best player in baseball. If you ask War, that's what War is going to tell you. His nickname is Showtime, and it's so easy to understand why. As this video is being made, he just hit his 40th home run and has 8 innings of 1-run ball. That's nuts. Either of those is just crazy impressive. That's like a career outing for someone, and Shohei's doing this often. The man literally led off and started on the mound in the All-Star game. He's like Babe Ruth, but better. He's also swiped 16 bags this year because he's one of the fastest players in all of baseball. He's just an absolute freak athlete. He's got a $1 OPS. That's nuts. $1 is almost impossible to do in the major leagues nowadays. And he's doing it and pitching. He has a 4.1 WAR without playing the field. That's absurd. There's so much defensive WAR he's missing out on, and he's still got a 4.1 WAR. The only thing even giving Shohei Ohtani a race is this young stud, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He has just been hitting like a superstar this year. He's a Triple Crown candidate. And after not that great of the last 2 seasons, he's absolutely breaking out this year. He's raking. In this Blue Jays lineup, he is the top hitter. And this Blue Jays lineup is nuts. He's got a 173 OPS plus and a $1 OPS, 1.013. He's just looked great. Fernando Tatis Jr. is one of the best hitters in the league. He absolutely rakes. He hits bombs. He hits a lot of homers. He's just been hitting. He's probably been the top hitter in the NL this year, which has been a lot of fun to watch. Only thing holding him down is his fielding, and he has the inability to seem to make an accurate throw and is up there for the league lead in errors. Otherwise, from that, he just plays like a star. That's what everyone looks at him on the baseball diamond as. He is really fun to watch. A lot of people love him, so it's just been a lot of fun to watch. He's all over highlight reels, fielding and hitting. And now he's actually an outfielder, which hopefully will help his throwing error problem. But it takes a little of the value off of his hitting because he's not doing it at a premium position. Still, I predict that Fernando Tatis Jr. is this year's NL MVP. Another guy who, despite injuries, would have easily been an MVP frontrunner, Jacob deGrom. You hardly ever see pitchers do it, but he was pitching to an under 2 ERA. He was striking everyone out. Man throws a 102-mile-an-hour fastball and a 95-mile-an-hour slider. Oh, and also, he's one of the best hitting pitchers in the league, maybe only behind Max Fried. He has been so much fun to watch this year. Unfortunately, he's dealt with lots of injuries, and one of them finally had him out for the rest of the season. Brandon Crawford at this point is definitely a dark horse pick for this MVP. He's been playing like a vintage form of himself. He's been looking good in the field, and for the most part, he's just been absolutely smashing the baseball. He's definitely one of the reasons the Giants are looking so great. Max Muncy has been raking this year. He has been so much fun to watch. He's just got so much plate discipline. So that helps his on-base percentage exponentially. He's one of the reasons that Dodgers have been able to hold on with all the injuries they've had this year. He's just been getting on base, hitting homers, and looking good. He's on the verge of a 6 WAR this season and has an OPS plus of 166, both of which are extremely solid numbers. If he and other candidate Trea Turner can keep hitting well, I think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. Trea Turner, the super speedy shortstop traded to the Dodgers, is an absolute stud. He's hitting .319 this year with 18 homers. He's got speed, pop, and contact. He's really a 5-tool player. He's swiped 23 bags this year, but one of the only things that is hurting him from winning this MVP is the fact that he got traded. And he hasn't been all too great with the Dodgers either. He also has a 4.1 WAR. I think he'll finish in top 10 in the MVP voting. Juan Soto. Even though he had a really slow start to this year, he's still making an MVP race. He just looks at the plate like he cannot swing at a ball. He's not that bad in the field. He's been fairly competent this year, but he's just such a good hitter. It amazes me. He has more plate discipline than anyone in the league, and he's in his 20s, in his young 20s. Getting on base at a 443 clip and will definitely finish top 10. Bryce Harper looked like he was going to lead his Phillies team to the playoffs. The Phillies have, of course, slowed down, but he just still looks like a superstar. He is so much fun to watch. Everyone was calling him overrated for such a long time that eventually now he's become underrated with the Phillies. He's got 22 homers on the season. His OPS plus is right there with Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s at 166. He's just an electric player, and he's a lot of fun to watch. If you made it this far in the video, be sure to like it and watch out for a Cy Young predictions video.